Welcome to our online class. Matter in our surroundings. Today we are going to discuss about change of states of matter. In this topic, change of states of matter, we are going to learn about effect of temperature, latent heat of fusion, latent heat of vaporization, and effect of pressure. Change of states. What are the three states of matter? Solid, liquid, and gas. What are the factors responsible for change of state of matter? Temperature and pressure. Physical states of matter can be changed by changing temperature and pressure. Force of attraction between the particles, space between the particles, kinetic energy of the particles can be changed by changing temperature and pressure. Now we are going to see about effect of temperature. When the temperature increases, the state of the substance is changed from solid to liquid. Fusion or melting. Liquid to gas is called vaporization or boiling. Solid to gas called sublimation. Now we are going to see about melting. When we take ice cubes out of the freezer, what will happen? It starts melting. Ice cubes get energy, heat energy from the surrounding and starts melting. So the process is called melting. So what is melting? The process in which a solid substance changes into a liquid on heating is called melting. What does mean by melting point? At a particular temperature, solid is changed into liquid. So the temperature at which a solid melts to become a liquid at the atmospheric pressure is called melting point. Melting point is an indication of the strength of the force of attraction of the particles. Different solids have different melting points. Melting point of ice is 0 degrees Celsius, melting point of iron is 1535 degrees Celsius, and melting point of wax is 63 degrees Celsius. Why do solids have different melting points? Due to force of attraction between the particles. When the solid is heated, particles vibrate more vigorously. At the melting point, particles have sufficient energy to overcome the force of attraction and start melting. So solids have different melting points. Now let's see about boiling. So take a beaker, fill it with water and heat it. Liquid changes into vapor. So the process in which a liquid changes into a gas rapidly on heating is called boiling. Boiling is a bulk phenomenon. Boiling point. At a particular temperature, liquid changes into vapor. So the temperature at which a liquid starts boiling at atmospheric pressure is called boiling point. Particles gain energy to change into vapor state. Boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. Boiling point of alcohol is 78 degrees Celsius. Boiling point of mercury is 357 degrees Celsius. What are the different units of temperature? Celsius and Kelvin. Celsius is used by in our everyday life. Kelvin is used by the scientists for scientific research. Now we are going to see about conversion. Conversion of degree Celsius to Kelvin. How will you convert Celsius to Kelvin? See, 0 degree Celsius is equal to 273 Kelvin. So to convert to Kelvin, we have to add 273. To convert to Celsius, we have to subtract 273. For example, 100 degrees Celsius is equal to 273 plus 100, which is equal to 373 Kelvin. Now we are going to see about latent heat of fusion. What is meant by latent? Latent means hidden. Hidden heat energy. The amount of heat energy required to change the physical states of matter. That heat energy is hidden. So that heat energy is called latent heat. So latent heat of fusion. See, the amount of heat energy required to change 1 kilogram of solid into liquid under the atmospheric pressure at its melting point is called latent heat of fusion. Latent heat of ice is 3.34 into 10 power 5 joules per kilogram. So this much heat energy is required to change the state ice to water. So this is called latent heat of ice. It cannot be measured by thermometer. The same way we can explain latent heat of vaporization. See what is mean the latent heat of vaporization? The amount of heat energy required to change 1 kilogram of liquid into gas at the given atmospheric pressure at its boiling point is called latent heat of vaporization. Latent heat of vaporization of water is 22.5 into 10 power 5 joules per kilogram. So water needs this much 22.5 into 10 power 5 joules to change vapor state. Let's see the difference between fusion and vaporization. In fusion, solid phase turns into liquid phase. Vaporization, liquid phase turns into vapor phase. So, example, conversion of ice to water for fusion and conversion of water into steam for vaporization. What is meant by sublimation? The process in which a solid directly changes into vapor on heating is called sublimation. Take ammonium chloride in a china dish, invert a funnel and heat it. What will happen? This ammonium chloride solid in the solid state, it changes into vapor state. When touches the inner side of the funnel, again it changes into solid. So this process is called sublimation. Example: ammonium chloride, camphor, naphthalene, anthracene undergo sublimation. Now we are going to see about decrease in temperature. When that temperature decreases, the state of substance is changed from gas to liquid. That is called precipitation or condensation. Liquid to solid is called solidification, and gas to solid is called deposition. What is condensation? The process of changing of a gas to a liquid by cooling is called condensation. Condensation is the reverse of boiling. Let's see about freezing. What is meant by freezing? The process of changing of a liquid into a solid by cooling. is called freezing. It is the reverse of melting. When we keep water inside the freezer, what will happen? It freezes. So the process is called freezing. Now we are going to see about interconversion of three states of matter. On heating, solid melts and form liquid. On further heating, liquid evaporates and forms gas. On cooling, gas condenses and forms liquid, and liquid on further cooling freezes and forms solid. Here, on heating, solid directly changes into gas. On cooling, gas directly converted to solid. So this is called interconversion of two states of matter, solid, liquid and gas. Now we are going to see about effect of pressure on gases. Gases, the particles are very loosely packed. When the pressure is applied on the gas, the particles come closer to each other and the gas changes into liquid. We can liquefy gases by applying pressure and reducing the temperature. Solid carbon dioxide, it is called dry ice. It does not melt into liquid when heated. Solid carbon dioxide gets converted directly to gaseous state on decrease of vapor pressure to 1 atmosphere without coming into liquid state. Uses of solid carbon dioxide are dry ice. It is used to preserve food and frequently used to package items that must remain cold and frozen and used to remove what are other skin imperfections. Thank you, children. Next class, we are going to see about evaporation.